This is a very easy way to teach a dog to do the down position. Remember, dog training is a lot of muscle memory. Now I'm going to use food to get the dog going in the proper direction of down, but I'm not going to give him the food. There's no reason to give the dog the food. Let me put it into perspective for you. If this was a human and I did this to a human, I'd be fucking with the human, but this is a dog. Like say, if I had a kid, and we'll call him Little Johnny, and Little Johnny, I said, Little Johnny, get out there and mow the lawn and I'll give you 20 bucks. And when Little Johnny was done mowing the lawn, I just said, that's a great job, but I'm not going to give you the 20 bucks but you did do a great job. I'd be fucking with the kid. I would. That would be sort of cruel. That would be cruelty. But with a dog, you want the dog to know that you control everything. And by me not giving the dog this piece of hot dog, it's no big deal. Why? Because I know that the dog's going to eat later. And anytime I have food in my hand, I want the dog to know that doesn't mean that it's yours, dog. Do you understand? You control this. Food is like tied into the dog's survival. It's too important to the dog to just be given it every time the dog sits, or every time the dog goes in the down position. Don't give it to it at all. And I might use food on this is going to be the second session I did this, okay? So I know this dog will go in the down position for just getting to smell this. And then the third session I'll probably come out here without the hot dog at all, but the hot dog smell on my hands. But why I'm doing this, when the dog gets in the proper position, I'm telling the dog it's doing a good job. And that's going to be its reward in the future. Just transfer the dog into it. Now the dog wants it, but it's no big deal. Let me show you how it's done. Palm it like this. Palm it in your hand like this, right? Don't do this. Just do this. Use your thumb. Take the hot dog or the piece of meat. And by the way, hot dogs aren't healthy for humans. Why would you be giving this to your dog? You love your dog, don't give it the hot dog. All dogs should be on a raw diet. Dog food is unhealthy. It has too many carbs in it. Dogs need 0 carbs. You realize this? A dog is a carnivore. Don't believe the pet food companies. They need a little bit of fiber. So palm it in your hand like this, and you're going to use your hand going in a downward motion. See how I'm on the steps? That brings me closer to the dog at eye level. Right? So I'm at eye level, so I'm like saying, sit, and I'm going to step back a little bit, and then I'm going to go down, down. Good boy, good girl. Okay, sit. See what I'm saying? Just get the dog doing it. Dog training is a lot of muscle memory. So when you give your positive reinforcement, good girl, good, or whatever you're going to say, yes, make sure that it's right at that point when the dog gets its belly on the ground. So let's do it again. Sit, down. Good girl. That's very good. Sit. Good. Down. No. Down. Good girl. Sit. See, it's easy. Don't give the dog food for doing anything. You feed the dog at the end of the day. Feed the dog a smaller meal in the morning if you want, and feed it its larger meal in the evening. But remember, if your dog's on raw diet too, it moves slower through the dog, okay? So many times people that feed raw diet feed once a day. Let's watch you do it again. And now I'm going to start using a leash, using pressure with my foot, because that's how you're going to correct the dog if you get a refusal. So let's watch this again. This is only the second session doing this. This dog's picking this up great. Heel. So you could do it one of 2 ways. I could have her out in front of me and use my foot with the downward pressure with the leash like this. Down. No, down. Down. Good girl. Good. Sit. Let's do it one more time. Sit. Down. No, down. Good. Heel. Come here, heel. Or I could do it with her right next to me. Sit, right? And this is, most of the time we'll be doing it like this. The dog will be at heel, and you'll say, down. No, down. Good girl, yeah! You got it? Take your time, be thorough, but most of all, don't give your dog treats at all. They're not necessary. And during training, the only time that I ever would use food is this. And most of the time, I don't even use this. I'll use a toy. Do you understand? Don't give the dog hot dogs. Don't give your dog a bunch of treats. They need to eat either twice a day or once a day. If it's a puppy, 3 times a day, depending on its age. But these aren't healthy for a human. They're not going to be healthy for your dog, but you could use this to get the dog going in the right direction. Only use this for a couple sessions at a point when you take it away. Maybe the first time your hand still smells of meat or whatever you used. Get the dog going in the proper direction. Give it a big praise when it's compliant. Right at that point that it hits the ground. Good girl. She's awesome. Down. No, down. Still using less pressure with the leash. Getting her used to it. Sit. Let's do it one more time. Sit. Down. No, down. Good girl. Yes. Good. See, she's not going crazy for this. It's no big deal. She just get used to the fact that humans have food in their hands a lot. That doesn't mean it's the dogs. This dog training, this purely positive dog training where they use food, so many times you have dogs that bite. You know, it's not good. It encourages the dog to be excited. Even if she was calm next to me and I was going to use food to train her with, or any other dog, as soon as I bring the food down and it's going in her mouth, it's going to excite that mind. And you are, at that point, when you're giving it the food, when it's eating the food, you're conditioning that excited mind. You're telling the dog that this is what you want, and that's not what you want. You want the dog to be calm. Calm dog is a happy dog. Thinking that the dog that's super excited, running around, is happy or loves you is a huge mistake. Down. No, down. 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 Good. Good girl. Sit. Good. Yes, you're doing good. Down. Good. Very nice. Yes, sit. You're getting it. Hang on. Down. Down. Good. Sit. Good. Heel.